And it's off to North London for our first featured match. Arsenal may start as pre-match favourites, but history proves that in local derbies, current form counts for little. Arsenal are lying third in the Premier League table with 2 wins and 2 draws. But Tottenham, after recent wins over Derby County and Aston Villa, will be in the mood for an upset. Arsenal striker Ian Wright hasn't scored since the opening day of the season and would love to equal Cliff Bastion's elusive goal-scoring record against the Gunners' arch-rivals. Dennis Bergkamp has had no problems when it comes to scoring goals, nor has Les Ferdinand after 3 goals in his last 3 games for Tottenham. At a packed Highbury, your match commentator for the 121st North London derby is Martin Tyler.
Arsenal's Arsène Wenger has added Frenchman Gilles Grimaldi and Emmanuel Petit to his list of European acquisitions, plus Mark Overmars, a Dutch international colleague, of course, of the brilliant Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp with 5 goals in his last 2 Arsenal games. Ian Wright is hoping to make club history to end a week in which he and Patrick Vieira have both been charged by the FA with misconduct. A reminder that Wright still needs 2 goals to become the club's all-time highest scorer. Tottenham's options so often limited these days by a never-ending injury list, but Jerry Francis able to field 10 of the team that beat Aston Villa on Wednesday. Defender Colin Calderwood is suspended, but England's Sol Campbell has made a quicker than expected recovery from knee and ankle problems to take his place. So Tottenham get the game underway. And bowled press by Fox, and then really feinting to play the ball to David Seaman. Didn't need to. Well, Jerry Francis knows what an important season this is from his personal point of view. He would like to be judged on the Tottenham squad with everyone fully fit. Sinton doing his bit. It really is an exercise in application at the moment for Spurs. Petit, Overmars, Winterburn, Overmars again, Vieira, Wright, Bergkamp, Wright. Oh, that's got to be a booking for Edinburgh. It was a challenge that was outwitted by Ian Wright's speed of turn. The second Spurs caution. And what might be more worrying from the Tottenham perspective, not necessarily where Wright will be at the moment, but what Arsenal might come up with and going directly at Ian Walker's goal. Overmars in control by the ball. Teeing it up for Bergkamp. Winterburn getting a better angle and then getting it short to Vieira. Overmars! Underside of the bar, back into play. Tyler is there. And Spurs at this stage really hanging on. Mark Overmars, who opened his account in the Premier League last Saturday at Southampton, so nearly coming up with a strike here of more spectacular dimension and a goal against Spurs, but it hit the bar and stayed out. Vieira, Bergkamp ahead of Wright this time. And in fact intentional by Campbell. The referee has said yes. An indirect free kick. Campbell stays calm, but Spurs now have a situation to deal with that could be particularly serious. Bergkamp is there, and Bergkamp, oh! Well, Walker brushed through his fingers, he certainly touched it, and the bar is struck again, and now Wright is offside. Well, they're having so much of the game, but so far none of the fortune. And you have to credit Ian Walker with getting something on that. But it was hit with overwhelming power, it seemed, by Bergkamp. But it's still 0-0. And Arsenal will wonder how that is the case. Dominguez. Well, Dixon needs to grab onto this elusive midfield player from Portugal, which is why his first name is Jose and not Jose, for the linguists amongst you. And this is as promising a position as Tottenham have found themselves in this first half. Dominguez, the substitute with the free kick, was too high for Everson. Terry Francis saw his Tottenham team beaten here in this fixture last season 3-1, but the two significant Arsenal goals came very late. Tottenham right in the contest for the majority of that game. They're still in this, as the scoreline suggests, but territorially they're very much second best. Another free kick to Tottenham. Entrusted to Rule Fox. Howes. That's a good try. And the shot obviously swerved. And David Seaman, who's had so little to do, showed not only some improvisation with the save, but a fair degree of concentration as well. Howells comes closest to finding it and shoots again. Is on target, not quite as well hit as the earlier effort. Oh, that's wonderful control from Wright. And Overmars maybe thought that there was someone else in red and white going to get that pass. Bergkamp, Ian Wright, in the clear, and the ball has been hit again! Well, this is frankly unbelievable. Ian Wright in here to equal the club all-time scoring record. It seemed a certainty. But that crossbar is being the 12th man for Tottenham. Here goes Dixon. Oh, now Edinburgh, who's been boxed and has got to go. Very similar to the David Batty episode that Gary Willard dealt with last Saturday. A second yellow card for Justin Edinburgh. And in stoppage time, at the end of the first half, Spurs go down to 10 men. Again, Scales solid. So too was Vieira's challenge on Dominguez. Overmars. Winterburn coming up on the left-hand side with a quick cross. And that was a wonderful effort for Wright. Unfortunately for him, it went straight at Ian Walker. But the crowning moment of the record is bound to come sooner rather than later, although I'm sure Ian Wright would be happy to get it over and done with. Arsenal at the moment will take a goal from anyone. Overmars. Here's Platt. Winterburn. Anelka can't connect. Dixon. It comes to Platt. And Wright is in this time! Well, would you credit it? Well, no wonder they hang their heads behind that goal. They would have had a wonderful view of a wonderful opportunity for a truly great goal scorer. Still 0-0. Vieira, Bergkamp, and Nelka. And Campbell can't cut it out. Not the first time. He did the second, and as the ball rolled loose, Ian Wright frustrated again by David Howells. Anelka's pass, taking Campbell out. Spurs survive again. Winterberg. Balked by Howells. Card shown again. And this is surely the last chance for Arsenal to get a winning goal in this North London derby. Dixon. Nowhere near. Well, the final whistle is gone. It is a draw in the North London derby. Arsenal remain unbeaten. That's really scant satisfaction for them in the circumstances, but no wonder Jerry Francis is delighted. It's a terrific result for Tottenham, still without several star names as well, building on 2 successive home wins, with a point here in very tough circumstances at Highbury. It has finished Arsenal 0, Tottenham 0.
It was a big game for us today, and I've worked hard during the summer on my fitness. I've worked hard during the pre-season games, and I came on for about 32 minutes, I think, a game against Aston Villa. So yes, it was coming on at half time. It was a real task for us out there in the second half, and every single player sort of did the work to get us through the game.
It's been a rough couple of days, to say the least, but things are sent to test, and I do believe I've got a lot of good people around me, so I've got a solid base around me, so none of that is really fazing me. It's just I want to score.